Everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, the ladies are here, and yes, we are here. To be early is to be on time, and that's what's going on tonight. So, shout out to us. We are in the building. We hope you are too. Yeah, yeah. Come on in, like up the video, people. Do what you're supposed to do. Period. Um, let's go ahead and get some housekeeping out the way. Okay, be sure to follow us on social media at Jami ThatsMe, at Bondy Blue, at Blue Rose Bondy on Twitter. Are you that on Blue Sky, or are you just Bondy Blue on Blue Sky?
I'm Bondy Blue on Blue Sky, I
But
think.
you're more so on Threads more than
I'm more
anything,
so
though.
on Threads. Yeah, I'm
That
on
you're on
Threads.
Threads.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. That's where I'm at.
Everything.
Yes. And at Necey Dixon. Okay, guys. And then follow us at OohLadiesFirstPanel. Any
Oh,
questions, send it in.
I forgot. I actually am the real Bondy Blue on Blue Sky because somebody took my handle.
Do you use Blue Sky?
Huh?
I said, do you use Blue Sky?
I don't. I ain't been on that since I started it, but that's okay.
Gotcha. All right. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some things here. Okay, got a jam-packed night full of things. All right, so the first thing I want us to get into, because we talked about this on last week, let me go ahead and swap over and add Bondy. Listen, Cash Doll is back with Zidarius. Now, I will say I'm not surprised. I was kind of expecting this, but y'all was right on point with the fact that the breakup was around the corner. I just kind of feel like now that they're back together, I think it shouldn't be none of our business. Because I
I
feel
have
like
to agree.
that baby daddy gonna be right back around the corner ready to say something else. But I think just enjoy him in private. I mean, I don't know why she needed to share with us, but
I'm gonna tell you why. Because somebody always in her DMs talking about that nigga. That's why.
mm,
I feel like when women gotta come and tell us their business, it's because people already in their DMs about that nigga. So they have to report on what's going on so that y'all will either continue or stop sending them shit about the
Mm.
man. Once they post them, send me what you got.
mm.
Once we done
Nah,
broke
we good over here, bitch.
up,
Yeah, like y'all ain't changing. We still what Rashida said, and no, I'm not leaving Kirk
right.
is kind of
Hashtag
what
love
it is.
wins, Portia.
Damn.
My God,
Well,
today.
Like,
well,
okay, side note, how the fuck did Portia rebrand the entire love wins hashtag?
I'm
That was a
hollering.
same sex hashtag. But anyway, yeah, I have to agree with what Bonnie said. I think even with the head nod, I know you see this nigga in this picture in the background. That's me.
Or do y'all think he could be getting back at that baby daddy too, who has something slick to say?
There ain't enough getting back at a baby daddy in the world to get back with a nigga who slighted you in some type of way. That's crazy. I wouldn't think that.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that he, did one of them come here girl and fucked her. And now she didn't change her mind.
Highly possible.
I
Okay.
do feel like oftentimes couples, whenever they make those statements and they announce that they're not getting back together or that they separated, I
Mhm.
feel like they do it to spite the partner. Like I make an announcement right now. I know it's really done. And they neither one of them really want to end it. But then the one who wants to be the most petty makes an announcement.
Especially if he was holding it over her head. Like you don't want these people to know what's really going on. You know how a nigga throw some shit like that in your face. If you got a social media presence of any kind, the first thing I know you don't want them people to know what's really going on.
Girl.
The
Girl.
reason that makes sense to me, Nisi, the first people that I thought about that we're going to talk about later on is Halle and DDG when he came to the front to announce that whole breakup thing when it was nobody's business and she didn't say anything. And when I also think about when Cash Doll said, "Oh, we're no longer together. We have a different way of viewing things or whatever it is." Basically, they weren't seeing eye to eye, and that was her way to probably get some leverage or a leg up type thing. Like I end all this shit right now. So I think y'all both had some good points on that. But good luck, girl. We wish you the best. Good luck. Good luck. Now I got a question. All right. This came to us like quite some time ago, actually. And it's very lengthy. And I had to like chop it down some, but I definitely want to get y'all thoughts on the matter at hand. Okay. So this says, I'm a single mom in my 30s and have been dating a man for 2 years. He's kind, attractive, financially supportive, very romantic, and treats me and my kids from a previous relationship really well. He wants to meet my children and build a serious future with me. Here's the issue. One, he wants to meet my kids and become more involved in series. He has kids of his own, but his youngest is a teen, and I don't know if I'm ready or if I want to be serious because of the second issue, right? The second issue is I hate sex with this man. I just hate it. Okay. Effing him makes me want to crawl back to my baby daddy. The first time we tried to have sex, it was so awkward and it just didn't work. I was dry. I couldn't do it. I told him I needed more time. He understood and just went with the flow. The second time we did it, I left in the middle of it. I just got up and left like mid pump, like I was bored. I had to go. He placed me in the position he wanted me to be in. I got up and left. I left my drawers, socks, everything. I grabbed my keys and pants and walked out. Like, and the worst part is, he called me like 30 minutes later to make sure I made it home okay. He said he knew I was too tired to have sex and he should have just waited. I told him I wasn't tired. And I stopped talking to him for a few weeks. So he delivered a ton of groceries to my house, paid my car note, and then we started talking again. The latest time that we did it, we actually talked first. I told him I wasn't enjoying myself, and we found a way to loosen up and relax, and some foreplay happened, and it seemed to be going uphill. Then when he gets inside, this man started pounding me like a jackrabbit. But at least he was quick. I had to go home and ice my freshly damaged cat.
Oh my God.
She was truly beat up and swollen. I hated that for me. And I was mad and disappointed. I cried myself home because I'm too old to be just laying through painful sex. I was fortunate because Lent was coming up around the corner and I told him I was being celibate for Lent and he bought it. He was being constantly good to me and I care about him. He wants to build a future with me and he understands my life as a single mom. I'm considering letting him meet my kids, but I'm remaining cautious. I was with my children's father for 7 years without commitment. I like him. We can hang out and laugh and he takes care of my lifestyle needs. I really do care about him. I just hate fucking him. What should I do? Oh, and he just bought a plot of land to build and took me to the builder and literally said, whatever she wants, do it. What do I do? I can't lead this good man. Can I? And no, I'm not worried about whether he's gay because he isn't.
What? Wait a minute. Where did that come from?
Wait a minute, bitch. Was this a real? This was a real letter?
Yes, this was, and it was like even more detailed than that. I had to chop it down.
Where did the gay part come? Where did the gay part? Wait a minute.
And now that part was just as is. It was random. Because I also was wondering, like, dang, like you must not be attracted to him. And she was like, no, he's fine. Like in the details, she said he's a very attractive man. Got it going on. He just has poor sex.
He don't know how to fuck.
She was dry before.
He don't know how to fuck.
Two options. I have two options. I don't feel like either one of them is good. The first one, no, this is so stressful. This is so stressful for me. Like, oh my gosh. Two options. If that man has everything you want, maybe consider sex therapy. Maybe. If you like him that much. Because it sounds like she's repulsed by him, but also it's like, this is a good man. I'm thinking about letting him meet my kids. He can build whatever I want. Maybe consider sex therapy before you call it quits. The second option, I think is the best option, but I wouldn't recommend it. Let that be your main nigga and fuck other niggas on the side.
Child, listen.
That could be horrible, but honestly, you're not going to get it from him. I have no idea what else. This is a bad situation.
This is why I feel like everybody should let go of certain ideals as a prerequisite, like as an automatic. I think everybody should do what they want to do in relationships, but I do not feel like you should automatically be in your mind like, this nigga got terrible dick and I'm disgusted when he tries to fuck me. But I would marry him and stay with him. No, girl, what is going on? No, ma'am, no Pam. Let that man go and be for somebody that actually like him. Now, Would I say let him be your little friend? If he want to take you out to dinner and put a little money in your mailbox just for your time and attention, then go ahead and let him. But I promise you, I'm gonna tell you, every time women do this, they end up fucking themselves. These men know that you are not into them. They know that. That's why every time you turn around, he throwing money at you. It's a trap. Don't do it. Run in the opposite direction, girl. If you already feel repulsed by him, I promise you, your body is telling you something that your mind hasn't caught up to yet. Let it go. Let him go, girl.
Yeah.
You'll find another man. It's okay. Just be his little friend. Do not make that your man. Do not give that man no ideas that you about to be his old lady for real. Don't do it.
That's crazy. I feel both of y'all. I'm like, I mean, maybe you could try sex therapy just a little bit, but then I don't know. I'm just wondering about the attraction level, because it's also like, yeah, just because he's an attractive person doesn't mean that you're sexually attracted to him. I feel like they like two different things in a sense. And I mean, that's probably what the issue is. Like, I mean, you was dry right off the gate. Like, he didn't turn you on at all in the very beginning for you to even get there? Or are you mentally still stuck on that ex guy that left you while you were pregnant with the second child?
Because I was like, he didn't go down on you. Like, what happened?
She said they did a little foreplay. They might need to go see a sex therapist or somebody that helps out, with stuff. Maybe she should give it another try. You got to teach a person how to treat you. Okay.
Girl,
you might have to teach him a little piece. But I just don't think that you like him for real. I think you may like the things that he does for you because you're comparing what he does for you to what other guys have not done. So it makes him seem like that much of a better guy. And I don't know, him taking you to a plot of land, talking about whatever you want. That is like alarm. Like, that's like alert, 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 alert. Like, something about that don't sound right to me.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You ain't even his girl, and he like, yeah, he trying to improve. I don't know what that man trying to do, but it ain't sounding right. If it's too good to be true, it might be on that side, because clearly the sex ain't. Okay, so I don't know, man. I think your focus should probably be, like they said, girl, just be your mama and let that be your little friend.
And I'm gonna just give this advice overall to women and people in general. Don't you ever in your fucking life marry somebody that's at least giving you need base level good sex.
Base level.
You ain't gotta be skyrocketing off the top of the fucking building every night. But they need to be able to make you come, and it needs to be enjoyable, and you need to like to look at them in some capacity, y'all. Mm-hmm. You can't be out here trying to be with people that you repulsed by. That's not a good sign, my girl.
And I really feel like, ask yourself that, like, can you see yourself cheating on that man? Like, for real, for real. If your needs are not being met on more than one occasion, like, this is who he is. The only option, I'm with Necey, like, you could try the therapy type thing if that's what you want, or you could just be real with yourself and be like, this ain't it. I mean, it's up to you. Girl, it's up to you. But yeah, I don't know. That the red flag for me was like, I don't give a damn how much he do. A lot of shit he doing for you, you could do for yourself. High key, talking about some damn plot of land pick. Oh no, some about that. It's giving Tyler Perry a little piece, just a little bit for me. But good luck, ma'am. Good luck to her. Well, let us get ready to move on. Let me get my stuff up on the screen first. What do I want to get into first? Okay, boom. We'll get into this first. All right. So, K Michelle. So y'all remember Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya Moore came to YouTube and she started talking about a Love and Hip Hop singer potentially being a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I wanted to get y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about K Michelle potentially being that woman on the show. I was like, it didn't seem like it was a fit, but the more I thought about it, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, hell, if they would let Miss Edie on the show last season, and she ain't been on no previous reality show, then it may be some room for K. You know, she's trying to give Kimberly, so maybe she'll give us Kimberly and not Kay.
Yes, I think this could absolutely work, especially if she doesn't Nene the situation, which she low-key has been known to do, right? You get to a certain level and you feel like you're above an ensemble cast, and so you treat it like it's a little part-time job you don't really need no more. And I think that's what Nene did with Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was such a huge mistake to me. So when it comes to K. Michelle, I could see her coming on with that type of energy, or I could see her coming on trying to actually get along with people, trying to actually be genuine and form relationships, like playing the game. I could see her doing that too. I can't decide which one yet, but I know when it comes to her and Portia, something gay probably gonna happen, or they gonna fight, or they gonna pretend to be cool until Portia can't pretend anymore. Because I think Portia is one of those women that sometimes feels, intimidated around somebody that actually has a talent.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I would like to see it because I want to see the dynamics. I really want to see that Portia and Kim dynamic and that Phaedra and Kim dynamic. Would love to see that. And speaking of the ladies, I want to get into this right here. And I really want to more so talk about the fashions. They are up, they are filming. They're saying season 17 is back in production with some of the cast. Portia, Phaedra, Angela coming to support Drew at her screening that she did of her new film. And it looks like Claudia Jordan popped in too. Real quick, before we move on, Nikki, Lord have mercy. Necey, what are your thoughts about K. Michelle being on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
You know what? I'm not mad at it. I do think that I hate that I have to put this back on Portia because I just keep thinking about her dynamic with whoever they bring on the show. And for one, I feel like she's gonna kiss her ass. But I think that K. Michelle is going to give us Kenya. Kenya Reeds. Like, she gonna be one of them person where it's like one of them people where it's like, you go to hell, I'm going below hell.
Right.
So I think she'll be a good addition to the show for sure.
Okay. That's good to hear. All right, y'all. So I really want to check out these fits and get y'all thoughts about it because somebody thoroughly pissed me the hell off. And I think Portia looks super cute. Loving the hair, love the red dress. And let me tell y'all, the slides that got glitter on it is so key. When you ain't trying to wear heels all damn night, give me a glitter shoe. And I will take it. Some with some diamonds on it because the feet be hurt. I like Drew's outfit as well. I think she looks cute.
Say what? That toe down. I said, and point the toe down like you wearing a heel.
Period. I thought she looked cute. Loving the red over here on Angela. Angela looking great. Phaedra pissed
that was Kelly or Angela.
Hell off. Say what?
I said I didn't know if that was Kelly or Angela.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this Miss Angela. But Phaedra pissed me off because I'm like, Phaedra, I understand you're going back to this phase of being, I guess, a hot girl or whatever it is. But some of these fashion pics are like really getting on my nerves. It's giving forced so bad. I'm just so confused. And why?
It's giving get it together. I'm not trying to age shame. I believe you could be a hot girl at many different ages. But it's something about Phaedra's hot girl to me that just gives desperation. Cheap
Las Vegas showgirl vibes.
Yes.
Like, it is giving, Anna Nicole kind of vibes. Like, I'm going to, I'm in search for a hard wig and a soft life. Because, it's tacky. And, but, rich white women that, fuck the old man and, married into wealth have that same style that Phaedra can sometimes slip into. She looks weird. And often I feel like she looks like that doll.
The Megan doll?
Megan doll. She looks like the fucking Megan doll to me. And it's weird. And I think it's when she wears these wigs that makes her look even more like, because she has a baby face and all this and a little bitty body. And then she does all of these very like crass, decisions with the fashions and the wigs and, just a hard look sometimes. She gives a hard look.
I'm starting to think now. I'm starting to think that Phaedra do this shit on purpose.
To go viral?
Yes. To be talked about more. I think she just throws on
She
whatever
like
the
the bride of
hell.
Chucky.
Remember, she's
She
a
like the bride of
PK.
Chucky.
She do. Remember, she's a PK, right? PKs, I think, like getting attention sometimes, even for bad things.
Well, there's that. Bad fits. How
I'd
dreadful.
rather see her in them damn peplum dresses. Can you go back to that? Peplum
Not the
dresses.
peplums.
Yes. Give us the old Southern Belle you was giving us at the beginning. Because this ain't it.
Girl.
With a soft roller wrap, okay?
Mm-hmm. With the
Child.
bump.
Okay, let's see what else we get. All right. Next up, I like how we rolling through this. So Tamar Braxton. Girl.
So which one of
Tamar
us is gonna be the asshole?
We fall down.
Listen,
Which one is gonna be the asshole? Any, meeny, miny, is it
Probably gonna
Jamie,
be
Bondy,
Necey.
or me?
It's probably gonna be me. I'm gonna tell you, we fall down sometimes, but we get back up again.
So Tamar makes a post saying, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me. And honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday, and I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go on, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. I think
totally different. Okay, it is totally different.
I don't know what she had, y'all, but I'm just gonna say I think she fell down some stairs. I really think Tamar fell down some stairs, bust her face and stuff. That's what I think went on. I don't know. Maybe I know she was hanging out with Funky. And she may have had a bit too many drinks, but I feel like even with you having a lot of drinks, you're gonna know. I would want to believe you're gonna know what happened. But she says she don't know. And a pool of blood. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a lie. A pool of blood.
No, it's the fact that she said she almost died. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start with this.
A pool of blood.
Thank God that she's alive. But don't come to us with the fucking dramatics and not say what happened. Like it is so irritating because it seems so damn baity for attention. I almost died. I woke up in a pool of blood. What happened? What happened? Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, get off the internet with this shit. I can't take it. I can't take it. If I almost die and I feel the need to share it with the internet, I'm going to do it in a way to clarify the situation, to warn people or maybe let people know exactly what happened to me and what the experience was. Why come and share something and half tell it? So now it's just more question. Wait, what actually happened? Wait, you almost died. You woke up in a pool of blood. Wait, tell me more. Don't leave us on no damn cliffhanger. Like, and it's just because she is so known for doing things to garner attention. It's just like, child, you wrote that paragraph on Instagram stories for what? So now everybody blowing you up and nobody still knows exactly what happened. Here's a cookie, or here's the attention you wanted. Let's talk about it.
I agree. I think it's about attention. I think because you didn't know what happened, why not wait till you find out what happened before you come to us with the testimony?
Thank you.
I can't with her, and I see it totally different because she say that all the time. Every time something happening to her life, she going to the Lord, she going to Bible study, and nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. Everything's the same. She's still acting a fool. She's still getting into it with people. Honestly, it was Funky Dineva birthday, and she walked in like it was her fucking birthday.
I said the same. I'm like, what's going on? I thought her birthday was in August too. I said, when she was a Leo.
Listen, all I know is
what's her sign?
I don't know.
I think she's born in. She might be a Pisces.
Oh, that would make so much sense.
Either a Pisces or Aries. I think her birthday in March. Or is it April?
Let me see.
I was gonna say Sagittarius.
I could be
Child,
wrong.
I did not realize that Tamar is a name all up and through the Bible.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I did. March 17th. Yeah, she a Pisces.
She a
Oh,
Pisces.
something
Don't put that on my child. On my
terrible.
Pisces baby.
Oh,
That's crazy because one of my best friends is a Pisces and she don't act nowhere near that, but she is on the cusp.
Wow.
So it may be that Aries energy.
Mm.
That's crazy. Well, let's get into what Funky had to say though, because this is what he said.
For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. Now I know for some of y'all, that's not gonna be good enough, but you're gonna have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing, and the lady didn't respond. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth.
But made the Instagram post.
That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough.
You know why?
Okay, for those of y'all.
Ooh,
you know why you have to come and say something.
I was about to say, Bondy, it's because of Maurice.
Oh, is that why?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was
Listen,
going to say that he felt the need to come out and say, I don't know, I ain't got nothing to do with it, because last time Maurice went out drinking with him, Maurice's ass got locked up. Now Tamar went out drinking with him for a night. Now her ass ain't got 4 teeth. He like, hey, now I don't know what the fuck they doing after we get done hanging out, but it ain't got nothing to do with me.
He's toothless after a hangout with him. That definitely gives, I have to explain myself to these people after this. And you know, I think he has a what you call it? You know, he party. He has a reputation of being a partier. So I feel like they was gonna automatically try to put that shit on him because they saw them together. So that, and you know, people was asking, I'm sure. The people in the comments was eating his ass up like, ain't nobody ask you this. Why are you telling us? And it was like, people absolutely asked because we saw them online the day before.
Facts. Listen, I was still cool. He was saying y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm lying. I'm like, nah, I'm committed to thinking that you think she lying. That's what I'm committed to.
No, because how
you think her ass lying,
bitch? Like, did you get hit in the face? Did you fall? Did you have a slip and fall in the store? Did you have a stroke?
She had a fall
like,
down,
what happened?
Fall downstairs or something.
She just said I'm missing 2 teeth. So I'm 4 teeth. So I'm like,
you missing 4.
So did they?
I'm
so confused.
Like, what are the first 4 y'all gonna lose?
These
Did
probably
they
gonna
just
lose
fall out because they
2.
were loose after?
These
Is it
two,
time for a
these two.
refill?
Definitely gonna lose 2 or top. Do you lose? Yeah. Do you lose these? I feel like people, the 2 front 2 people losing, but these on the side,
I'm hollering.
Mm.
Yo, that it's not funny, but I hope that she is doing well. I hope she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately,
Absolutely.
pray
Oh,
everything's working
absolutely.
out for her. Hopefully, Heavenly can help her fix those the
Evil.
ones that she did lose. Okay, so
Yeah, I
best
hope
of
she posts
luck.
the update too.
We fall
Ooh, Lord.
sometimes.
Because I really think she did fall down some damn stairs. I feel like she may have missed the step because she was so up there. And
But why would you
Let
not
me
just
up
say that?
and
You're not gonna remember that? Maybe she hit her head. She
thank
was
you.
concussed. She don't remember. Maybe that's what.
maybe not. Yeah.
But my next
It's a
thing
chain of events.
is
Right.
I don't even know if I would say anything if it's a possibility that. Well, I don't know. I'm taking the story too far because I don't know what would have happened for her to fall. I was thinking it had to do with drinking, but we don't know that. We just know she was
We
with
don't
Funky, so
know.
I can't even build a story on top of a story. So we'll just have to see what
Right.
Tamar comes to us with.
It's like come back to us when you know what happened to you, type
Yeah.
of thing. Well, best of luck, Tamar. Next up, what I want us to talk about is let's talk about Halle and DDG. They're still dealing with this custody battle. And they're saying the custody battle between Halle and DDG heated up this week as Halle's lawyers accused DDG of staging a paparazzi to capture photos of himself and the child. Y'all know the child not supposed to be on social media or whatnot. He's not supposed to post a kid or anything like that. So I guess that's the reason her attorneys was bringing it up. Like he's kind of violating, right? So they're saying presiding over the case was a new judge and they're saying that both sides, both attorneys unsuccessfully pushed for a 4-week delay in hopes of switching judges. And I wonder what's the problem with this judge? Why y'all want a new one? DDG's mama was a witness. She was told to leave. Halle's legal team argued that the child should not appear on social media at all, and they're claiming that DDG's fan base has fueled harassment towards her, pushing for strict restrictions on him posting the child online. You know, I had some people in my comments saying that Halle's audience were the ones that were being that was fueling a lot of the negativity towards DDG originally. And I didn't see that. That could have happened. But at the end of the day, I just feel like let's not act like DDG hasn't used his platform to come at other people. When he's had other ladies on his platform, like y'all went over there and had some things to say to them. So I don't know why y'all would need to mention that to try and excuse anything. Like it is what it is. That's what y'all did. But now it seems like the judge is telling both of them, neither one of y'all can post y'all child. Now that right there is a bit sad too, because it's like, damn, when you get to a place where the judges have to be involved to tell you what it is you can and can't do with your child, it's crazy. But I mean, even before that, I don't think Halle was really posting her son like that anyway. But that's where they are.
Mm-mm.
What are y'all thoughts about that? Y'all think he staged that paparazzi ice cream thing?
Yes.
Yes, for sure. The same
feel
way
like
he staged a relationship with India Love. I think everything about him is strategic. Even when he had his child on the line, everything about him is so calculated and strategic. For sure, he staged that ice cream thing in Italy. I think I'm starting to feel like it's just stand. I kind of think people do know him worldwide. I think it's a very niche population of people who really know him, but to
Not
be running
enough.
up on him is a good
That's
point.
what I'm saying. Not enough to be like ran up on the street in Italy. No.
Yeah. Right. And the second thing I was gonna say was I'm starting to think that it's gonna be common practice for judges in any custody or parental dispute to just say neither one of y'all can post. Like if one parent has an issue with the child posting, they just gonna say neither one. Because I remember, didn't it happen with Mel and Martell?
Yeah.
Neither one of them could post the kid.
Right.
And I'm thinking that's just an easy way to kind of like end the argument. Like, let's just take the heat off social media in total. So I do think that that's probably where that's from. I don't think that the judge had a reason to say Halle couldn't post them, but it's just like for the sake of making things fair, let me make this first step and say y'all can't post the child at all.
And then on top of that, he has his weird ass homeboys, talking and saying shit, which I also don't like because nobody's getting online to like defend Halle on her side, right? None of her family, everybody's keeping it quiet, but he will have all of these weirdo homeboys online in their lives talking shit. And yeah, I don't like it because I feel like he's used this whole situation like to be manipulative. The whole situation has been you being mad at that girl, trying to use that girl, trying to trap that girl. And it's not that I feel like, Halle has been perfect or anything. You got yourself in this situation with this nigga. Everybody was telling you something wasn't right about him, but you young and you got to make the mistakes yourself. Fine. But he's really exhausting to me. Like energetically, I would be so tired of dealing with this nigga. I couldn't imagine. Do y'all remember that story when the baby was sick and he was online crashing out and she was like, literally at the house sick? And then that was the day I think that he came to her house and threw her phone outside and all of this shit. Like, that's exhausting.
Very much. I want to check out what this guy has to say, the friend, the cameraman, I suppose.
Now, basically, dog's innocent. Just the only way to get full custody of the child is to put false claims on the person. Because you can't just get full custody just to get full custody. If you look back in history, time repeats itself. The women just put false claims on the person. Guys, I'm sorry.
What drug?
It's giving clownery, and it's giving, if you can't even really talk about her, you should make sure you prevent your associates from talking about her too. Because I feel like all they're gonna do really is hold your ass back. Okay, it's only making you look worse. Because for these people are associated with you, and you letting them come out sharing their thoughts and saying whatever they got to say, especially if it's negative as it pertains to Halle. Like, that's not a good look for you, sir. They're gonna use all of that against you. You need to tell your friends to pipe down and shut the hell up.
But I hate that for her. I really hate that for her, because imagine having a baby by somebody who you think is a loser, but not only that, his friends are losers as well, and they troll you on the internet. Like, ooh, yeah, I hate it for her. I really do.
Yeah, that's tough. Very tough. Well, hopefully, things get a little better. I don't know when, but
I wonder if she's still dating that dude, Kendrick Lamar's producer or something like that.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I hope that if she is, it remains low key like it is. Because I mean, it sucks that they were having a private time and then people were snapping pictures of them or whatever. So it kind of got put out there, but not necessarily by her, but it got put out there. But I don't know, because with that DDG thing, I was like, we already know with paparazzi, you can call and tell them where you're gonna be at, or that's why his attorneys was like, oh, he didn't call anyone, he didn't do anything, but he probably knew where the paparazzi hang out at. Like, if it's an ice cream parlor or whatever where a lot of celebs frequent and you have the paparazzi outside of there, he probably was very strategic with going about taking those photos like that. So I mean, maybe he didn't call nobody, but it don't mean the intent wasn't there. Right?
Yeah.
To me, people like Kanye have to call paparazzi. If Kanye has to call paparazzi, DDG called paparazzi.
You think Kanye has to call paparazzi? I was going to say the opposite. I feel like people like DDG have to call and say, I'm DDG and I'm going to be here. Kanye could just walk.
No, Kanye could, but that's not how Kanye does shit. Kanye, I think, does call people to let them know where he's going to be. The stuff that he's going to be, that he wants them to be there for, he has to let them know. Because I do think they live their lives in a way that they figure out ways to not be seen. So they have to call people to let them know where they're going to be. So that's what I mean when I say, like, if he has to call these people to let them know, hey, I'm going to be here. Because, like, for instance, remember that time the girl was, like, damn near naked at the car dealership, and they was at a car dealership that you could shoot through the glass to see? Like, that definitely felt like, and I think them have, like, admitted it. Like, people have admitted that
Yeah, the Kardashians used to do it faithfully.
Yeah, they
so,
definitely did.
on what they
Yeah.
was on.
he was on exactly. So yeah, I definitely feel like DDG is definitely like the
Called
one.
her.
Yes.
Yeah, he probably did. Thank you so much, Doug, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Come on for the $99.99. Thank you. My favorite
Almost
night of
to
the week.
100K.
Watching my faves.
Come on, almost to 100.
And right before her birthday. I feel like you're gonna hit
Yes.
100K on your birthday
Thank
tomorrow.
you. That would be dope. That would be
Oh, okay.
dope. Yeah. Make sure y'all sharing the
Run it
video,
up.
subscribing. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. What else I got? Oh, I want to talk about real quick. Miss Lowdam Zada. Miss Lowdam Zada.
What happened here?
Girl, I
Well,
seen
she
this
kind of
picture. I
goes
almost
into
said, "What happened to
detail.
Lotto?"
Huh?
I said, I seen this picture and for a second, I was like, what happened to Lotto?
I'm hollering. What happened to Lotto is
Big mama.
crazy.
Wow.
Evelyn kind of goes into detail. For the people that don't know, Evelyn, her daughter has a child with one of Evelyn's former friends or acquaintances, right? She has a child by the game, okay? And the woman in question, the other baby mama is Tiffany, right? So Evelyn is trying to break down and explain the friendship dynamic to let people know they weren't as close and people got everything misconstrued. So let's check it out.
Readdress some of it.
All right, well, let's talk about it. Oh my God, are you going to bring Tiffany up?
Yes.
Poor Tiffany. I'm sorry. I feel like she must be. Listen, I'll tell you this.
I got follow-ups. Okay.
Me and Tiffany don't have a dog in this fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm like, I'm in this situation by default.
Because people think that you and Tiffany were really close friends and that Shanice was around. Tiffany and the game, we'll call him the game, so people are familiar. I know y'all be calling him Jay, Sion. So people think that, you know, Shanice was 12 years old, sitting on his lap, and that you and Tiffany were friends, and then now your daughter is dating him.
Yeah.
Or has a child by him. So that is not true.
No, it is not true. It's literally like a lie that took a world of its own. Like, people say anything. It's not true. I think, you know, the photo of my baby shower, people will find anything. And she was at my baby shower. There were a lot of people at my baby shower.
The feeling is, well, you must be close enough to invite someone to your baby shower.
But people also don't understand industry.
Okay.
Right? You got to think about, we're all on VH1.
Yes.
When the first time I met Tiffany and Jay, they were filming their reality show. Me and Chad pulled up and we filmed the scene on their show because we had a show on VH1.
I haven't watched that show, but I know people always reference their reality show and say that you guys were on the show and you were calling Shanice their niece.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I gotta find the clip and see if that's a thing. People are saying that you guys were calling her, or Tiffany was calling her niece. So is that just showbiz?
I did see that, but I'm like, Shanice never filmed that show.
Okay.
Shanice never filmed that show. It was, I remember me and Chad popping up and they were doing a scene and we were here in LA and we filmed on their show, but they were invited. I mean, she was invited to the baby shower. I mean, I had Puffy's, the mother of his kids there, Sarah. Like, we had a bunch of people, you know, there at the time. So, mind you, I think she's cool as shit.
Yeah.
You know, when she came out with the book for Cali, it was a children's book. I had like posted it, just like showing.
Has she said anything to you about this whole situation?
No, she hasn't said anything to me, and I haven't said anything to her because, respectfully, like I said, we don't have a dog in this fight.
So would she corroborate you and Shanice's point of view?
1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%.
1,000%.
She looked a mess, by the way.
I want to hear from Tiffany. I don't know if I believe Evelyn, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
I think
it ain't going nowhere.
I think it's okay to start wearing regular clothes, you know, sometimes. Like, you don't have to wear
at a certain age.
No, because not really at a certain age, because I feel like there are women her age, and if she, like, it's not that she looks bad. She don't look bad. But it's given you just want to look sexy all the time. So you're wearing workout clothes as an outfit instead of just wearing an outfit like a woman your age would at this point.
Was that workout clothes?
It looked like
a workout line.
It was a cute little workout set. It was a cute little workout set.
It's a cute workout set. But for this interview, I wish she would have had on an actual outfit because it looked really tight. And she was sitting. And if you were standing, then it would be fine. But you sitting,
Right.
you look like you can't breathe in that shit. Your titties look like they can't breathe. And it just, as you are a older woman, we know how old you are. It does feel like hot tamale mama. You know, you could have went one size up, but you refused.
Girl,
Just
that's
one
the
size up.
vibe. Yes.
But yeah, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. When that lady
Mhm.
called her to the carpet for that fucking clip of her calling this, saying that this they niece and all of that, and
Yeah.
now she's not sure. Oh, we don't have a dog in this fight. Listen, that lady don't have to give a fuck about what that man is doing, but we are going to say that's some weird ass
It is.
predatory shit for your daughter to end up pregnant by your friend's baby daddy. And everybody's just like, oh, that's fine. That's cool. Especially when it's the game. And the game be online acting like he got the brain of a teenage boy when he's
Yes.
really like in debt for assault. Like, you old, nigga. Like, what's going on?
And remember, every time I think about the game, I mean, honestly, I can't think about no songs by the game. So like when I think of him, I just think about him being in the park with India Love when she was like 18 years old and he was fingering her in the park. Do y'all remember that picture? And
I do
he
not.
was putting his, y'all don't remember that? Literally every time I think of the game, I think of that moment. She was like very young. India Love was just coming into popularity. They
Uh-huh.
were at the park. There was a picture of him with his hands in her pants. And then the next
Ooh.
picture was him having her lick her finger.
I
Lick his finger. I'm sorry. Lick his finger after he had his hand in her pants. So every time I think about him, I think about that. So y'all saying predatory is not surprising to me at all.
thought
Like,
that
am I
was
making that up?
I thought that
remember that.
happened to the current lady that sued him for SA. So is that lady?
I thought it was
in-
India. I thought
I,
it was India.
I
Because
always
that's
thought it
how-
was that woman.
No,
We gotta
that
look
was
this
that
up.
was like her Kim Kardashian moment. That was the next moment that spun her into like media. It was
Oh
on
my
Media
God.
Takeout and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, they're agreeing. She was very young, so that predatory behavior
Oh,
does
yes.
not
And you love the
surprise me.
game. Oh my God.
That's the only thing I think about when I think about him. I don't think about no music.
Oh my God, Jamie. It's on TikTok as soon as you put it in the Google.
Oh my goodness.
You said, "Oh my
When I said
No,
we was
no,
not here for this,
I'm
we was
really
not here
surprised.
for this.
That moment, I kind of think she talked about it when she had a reality TV show on BET when she was
And they
very
was in a
young.
relationship.
Yes, when she was very young. So you gonna tell me he didn't, see Shanice that in that way when she was? Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like this
it's like he
happened
could
knowing
see
the camera.
No, I was just about to say he could
Mhm.
see it.
Yeah, no, she felt a way about it because she felt, and I think that's what she said on the show. He called the paparazzi there, allegedly. She didn't know. So in that moment, she felt taken advantage of, and that was her Kim Kardashian moment. Oh, I didn't know.
My God.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Let me see.
I don't think I've ever saw that before, actually.
Okay, so how old was she when was this when this happened? Because
I don't know.
she's 29, he's 45.
Yeah. Some people in comments are saying she was 17. I thought she was like a fresh 18.
Because
Okay.
I remember her
Very
doing
young.
that. Was it around when she did the show? Because I thought she was like 16 when they
The
started filming that show.
Then he
She
would
did
have
the show with her sisters.
he would have
Remember?
been
Yeah.
34. When she was 18, he was 34. So
Mhm.
33 and 17, yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. This nigga's we know he's predatory and slow, but that's just really gross because it feels like the women around Shanice are not protecting her from the predator of a man that they've allowed around them. That's what it feels
Thank
like.
you. And not to mention, we can't forget when Jennifer fell out with Evelyn, she was saying, "You pimping your daughter out to these men." So when you think of the context and the credibility of these people involved, It's
Mhm.
giving, with some trifling ass shit. Even so much so that Evelyn couldn't really recall if she might have said that her daughter was their niece or not. The whole situation is trifling as fuck. Tiffany hasn't said anything. Tiffany's just allowing you to say y'all don't have a dog in the fight. You may not talk to the woman today, but can we call a thing and say that the shit is weird?
Absolutely.
Somebody said Jennifer ate that one thing. She was not lying, baby.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Damn. Well, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But I will say it was very shocking to see Shanice choose him in comparison to the guys that she's brought on the show before. You know what I'm saying?
And the
Like, I
guys
think she
that
was,
she could get. We like Shanice is one of them girls. That girl, you could go get you one of them rich, any other
Go get you
nationality
an
of
athlete.
man.
Go
Listen, an
get you
athlete,
a damn businessman.
man, a Latino man, a casino, or bitch, you could have
White
got
man.
you a white man, girl. You could have
Any
had
of
any type of owner. You picked Jayceon.
Right. And that's a testament to her mother.
It is, and that's sad.
Because the girl's so beautiful. So
Your
you
pimping
could
ain't
have
high
done
enough.
anything.
You pimping, but your pimping
You
ain't
gotta
high
think
enough.
big. You gotta think big.
Listen.
You think you're too small. You gotta think big.
yeah.
And she's still, the thing is, she's so beautiful, she can still think big. That's
Yeah.
just baby daddy number one.
And then number
You
one,
see
yeah.
Joey Chavis out here.
She'll get
You got,
married. Yeah. She'll get married or
come on.
something. Yeah, she'll be okay.
Just
Mhm.
redo
But that's
it.
still gross. That's still, but you know what? I hate the way that matches with the way Evelyn just had that tight ass workout outfit on. Cause like you the type of mama that you now you look like the type of mama that you actually are. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The hot tamale mamas that low key be trying to like trick their daughters off for both of their benefit.
Mhm. Mm.
It's the thing, child.
Mm.
Heartbreakers, Sigourney Weaver.
Hate to see it. Well, let us hop over into something else. Lil Nas X, y'all. That was really sad to see. I'm not gonna show it on the screen. I also don't want YouTube to be acting up, but he was caught walking down the street somewhere. I think he was in LA in just his underwear and some boots.
Some tidy whities at that.
Yeah. And I'm like, at first when I saw it, I'm like, is this a skit or something like that? Like, is he doing this intentionally? But then he started asking the person about like recording. Like, I thought I told you to stop recording and all of this stuff.
Are
And I'm
you
like,
coming
no,
to the
I think he's
party?
for real.
You know where the party is. That's when I started laughing. I'm mad because it's sad, but it was also kind of funny. Okay. You know what I think is happening, right?
What?
I think he's having some type of malfunction from whatever, but whatever substance. I'll say it like that. But I think what the problem really is I think that it's really hard to chase the high of how famous he got at some point, and how it's really hard to follow that up to the same level, and how that's really hard for people, period, but especially young people. And I can't remember how old Lil Nas X is, but the fame that he was able to get in such a short amount of time versus how hard it's been for him to get back to that spot, I really do think it has him crashing out, basically, like having a
And
hard
he's a
time,
barb. Let's not forget that.
which means automatic
shade.
crash out. Automatic crash out.
Automatic crash out. Damn.
No shade. I'm just saying if we.
Yeah, this is so out of the realm of. I ain't never seen Lil Nas X on this type of stuff. And then when they said he was arrested and then facing battery, for hitting an officer, I was like, yeah, bro, I don't know what they gave
Get
you.
your
You
hands.
was
I'm sorry.
tweaking.
Oh, I haven't seen it. That's
I don't
actually
know why
very
my
sad.
mind went straight to get your hands off me. I don't know why because the way he was prancing around the street and them white tidy whities and them white boots, bitch, I could so imagine. Stop! Don't touch me! Don't touch it. Like
It's only a matter of time for that body cam is dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go find
Yeah,
it.
It's on site.
And I do feel bad for him.
It's only curving me. I got
And
a
I'm
lot
like,
of.
where were your friends? Like, where was everybody at? And then you out there by yourself? Like, what? Like, nobody noticed that you were walking out? I'm about to send it.
In the chat.
Nobody noticed you was like walking out. Like, how did that even?
It looked like he with people who he pay. That's what it feel like.
Oh no.
Yeah, girl, that's him. Now it didn't look as bad. I mean, it looked bad, but it could have been worse.
It's giving mid-80s crack. That's what it's giving. It's giving before the crack really got bad, but somebody's outside tweaking real bad.
Oh, they said overdose?
That's what they said.
Allegedly hospitalized for overdose, after bizarre LA incident in just underwear and oh no, Lord, yeah, I need somebody to get him.
Yeah,
in his face, in the face looks different, like he's going through some type of mental episode.
Yes.
Can y'all hear that?
No.
Okay. I wanted to show him saying to the guy, but I don't want to show him. Don't be late to the party tonight, and he just down the walkway, just singing.
He doing the bend and pop too. Thing. I hate how I want to laugh. I don't want to laugh, but he keep doing the bend and pop, and I'm making is making the bend and pop. Yeah. He keeps doing the bend and pop, and I'm trying not to laugh because I know he's not well. I'm praying for him because I always thought he was such a beautiful, young man.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh Lord.
For sure. Well, get well, sir. You say what?
Somebody in the comments said, "I thought this how he normally act."
Fuck y'all for that.
No, y'all know y'all wrong.
That man is usually well put together. He is not out here on the streets acting like a crackhead, and this is crackhead behavior.
Right.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what it made me think about when I saw it. Yes, somebody said when Martin Lawrence crashed out in the streets of LA. That's literally what I thought. And it was more people. Oh, yes. He was
he high?
Yes, high as a kite. And then he did a comedy show after called Run Tell Ed, and he talked about it. He said, I was smoking that ooh-wee. And but they made it seem like he was trying to lose weight for a role. So he was outside running with y'all remember them suits they used to have back in the day that everybody used to wear to lose weight, look like foil.
Yeah, the sweat.
Yeah, the sweat shit. He was running outside with some shit like that on, and he had took all of it off and ended up naked in the middle of the street somewhere spazzing. I think they even had helicopter video of it at some point.
I could believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that shit. So that's what it reminded me. Yeah, he had a sauna suit on. But yeah, that's so sad. But that's what the drugs will have you doing. Outside in the middle of the street, acting a goddamn fool.
Child, ain't it? Too sad. All right, y'all. The next thing I want us to get into. Can y'all believe we still on this?
Oh my God.
Let it rest, my Lord.
So Tory Lanez filed some type of appeal or whatnot for the conviction. And I ain't really get too much into it, but I'm going to check out and see what the attorney had to say about this.
We also likely did not get fingerprint evidence on time. We did not get, and the fingerprint evidence actually showed that Mr. Peterson's fingerprints, were not found on that weapon. Currently, we are attempting at the Superior Court to have them run the serial number to identify the owner of the weapon, which was not done. And we are also attempting to retrieve either a recording or we also likely did not get.
There's another thing I wanted to hear real quick, too.
I believe deeply in my heart that that night was a night that all of them could have handled themselves without getting anybody involved, because it was just a twisted evening. You see what I'm saying? And due to the fact that Tory always wanted to be the problem solver. That's just him. He always wanted to be the one that solved shit. You feel me? In the best way, and everybody know the best way to solve shit in Hollywood and everywhere else to what is just shut the up, be quiet. Right? And so everybody was quiet, and he was like, listen. He could have opened his mouth from the gate and said, I didn't do this shit, whatever. Because that's what it was, to witness everything. But to be a man and them, to be women, just shut the up, man. Just let it go away. and he got the shorty into the snake. You don't know Tory. You don't know Daystar.
Exactly.
If you think he just started this, his heart is so big. He didn't listen. He don't know none of these guys. None of them guys. I believe deeply in my heart.
Sir, I don't think they was trying to get nobody involved anyway. Somebody else called the cops and got people involved in that.
And I thought it was a situation, I don't know all the legal proceedings, but I thought it was a situation where the state charged Tory, not Megan, or something like that. She didn't want to come forward. Isn't that, it was something along the lines? I may be using the wrong lingo, but the police went after Tory, not Megan, but because she went to the hospital to get aid because she needed it, that's what happened. So what's he talking about? They could have handled it on their own.
Anytime, ever since the 90s, anytime somebody comes to the hospital with a bullet wound, they have to report it. Like the last time, I don't know about what, about where they was at in California, but here in Louisiana, you can't even show up to the hospital with a bullet wound without an explanation for what the fuck happened. The police are going to be asking questions. How did you get shot? Who shot you? The fuck? So at the end of the day, to me, it sounds like even when he said that shit, what do you mean they all could have handled that amongst themselves? That sounds like the way y'all always want people to handle DV. The way y'all always want people to handle violence from abusers that they're close to. You want them to just shut up and be quiet about it to protect the person that did it. He did it, y'all. It's not rocket science. There are no other options. He didn't say anything. He did say shit. He got online and said a lot of shit to the point that Megan had to come out and say something. He also said that it wasn't Kelsey. He said a lot. He did a whole album. Then he did a video chopping hooves, making fun of her, chopping her feet off and shit. He got online and acted a plumb fool to the point that Megan had to say something because he was then, I think at that point, kind of bullying her about it, even though she wasn't saying anything. So
which was so crazy to me.
Oof.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I watched it, I didn't realize that he was trolling that hard.
Especially when you've been saying that it was never Kelsey. So if it wasn't you, it wasn't Kelsey, then who was it? Why would you then taunt and think that she wouldn't go up? I mean, maybe that's he underestimated. He underestimated her. He wasn't expecting her to be honest about what happened.
I think he let the internet and these niggas buck his head up. All of that red pill shit and all of these people in the comments bucking your head up because they hate Megan made you think that a jury of your peers was going to be just as slow as these people on the internet. That's what you thought.
Rock Nation tried to ruin her brother's reputation. That's the other option.
Girl.
Like,
that poor baby.
Like, I really hate that. If I went to school with that girl, I would say that every time I see it. Like, I really hate that they put that baby in the media. I hate they put that baby in the media.
Every time she says something, because Rock Nation trying to ruin your brother's life, huh?
He's trying to ruin your brother's reputation. Like, tell me how Rock Nation did this. I want to know. That's literally this is a scheme that Ty set up to come to us.
The Illuminati is Rock Nation at this point.
Rock Nation.
Okay. And speaking of, bullets, gunshots, things of that nature. Let us talk about T Hood real quick. Okay. For a lot of people that don't know, T Hood was formerly a rapper. He was dating the daughter of Kirk Frost. They had been in a relationship that appeared to have been toxic and abusive. And they got into a dispute on August 8th. And it led to his death. And the police have labeled their suspect to be Kai Frost. That is the son of Kirk and Rashida. All right. It's been a lot of speculation going on. A lot of it came from the side of T Hood's family, putting certain narratives out there saying Kelsey set him up and all kind of stuff they were saying. And we're finally getting the chance to see the autopsy and exactly where he was shot. Before we get into that, did y'all have anything to say about T Hood and him getting clapped?
Just
that daughter look beautiful.
Yeah, she does. Just that I think that it's sad that we just continue to protect abusers. And sometimes they don't just unalive the people they abuse, they get unalive because that's the energy that they build up themselves. Because wasn't he just recovering from 3 gunshot wounds from another situation with another young woman where he put his hands on her and her family came and got retribution. So I'm really looking at his family like y'all the reason why he was like that. Y'all the type of people that make excuses for men who do shit like this. And then you wonder why somebody finally had to do what y'all never had the sense to do, which is raise that nigga right. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, I think Kai is gonna get off. Yeah, I think he will.
I believe the same. These are the wounds, and it looks like the guy was shot about 5 times, once in the front, and the others were in the back. And for me, when I looked at this, I felt like what I broke down for me was the fact that where it says 3E on the front torso. Now, granted, these are not labeled in the order in which he was shot. Where you see 4X, that's the exit point. Where you see the 1E, 2E, those are entry points, right? He was not shot in that order. This is just the order that the coroner went in on, right? But for me, what I took from it, I believe that he was shot in the front. So I know the conversation was, oh, he was shot a lot of times in the back, a lot of times in the back. I started to think, ooh, that don't sound like self-defense. And then when you have Kelsey saying that he was leaving the scene, it's kind of like, huh? Right? And you shooting in the back. But thank God for this report. Now, granted, these are just my thoughts. I wasn't in the room. I don't know. These are just my thoughts to me. What I think happened is that that 3E is where he got shot first. That's my opinion. He got shot in the torso first.
Okay.
And he crouched down like, oh, and when he turned and he was crouched over, in my opinion, that led to the entry points of 1 and 2 going in his thighs. Then the one in the butt, 5E, right? So when that one hit him in the butt in 5E, you know, when let's say somebody kick you in the butt, let's say you bump into something, what's going to happen? You're going to stand up like this. And I think in the midst of him getting shot in the butt, he stood up, and that's how he got that shot in the upper back. So that's what I think happened. And my question is, did he have his item out, pointing it at Kai to where Kai felt threatened to pop him? Did he have it out by his side, you know? And Kai still felt threatened? I don't know. But based on that, for me, I do feel like Kai is looking like he gonna get off. But it's more than just how I'm viewing the gunshot wounds and stuff. It's also because, in my opinion, I do not believe that Kai's family has the community nor the financial support to try to push to get a different charge outside of self-defense. So I think this case is just gonna fall where it is.
You mean T Hood's family?
Yes, I'm sorry, T Hood's family. I don't think T Hood's family has the community support, especially after those videos drop, right? And then also after the financial support, they did have to even get a GoFundMe just to even, you know, get some stuff up. So for me, I don't think that they would be able to get the right people that they need to push this case to be beyond what it is. And then I think they got like a witness or two that was there. I also had some documentation where I'm just gonna read it to y'all real quick. Let's see, is this it? Okay, so they're saying on August 8th, 2025, the investigator contacted the sergeant, right? And what they're saying is that they explained that a subject was involved in a domestic dispute with 2 other individuals at the location in Snellville. They said the subject reportedly drew a weapon, is what they're saying, and another individual reportedly shot the subject out of self-defense. So he drew that weapon. Now, granted, if they had an attorney, somebody that was going to push it, then they would challenge that, right? And they'll start questioning, like, okay, well, then how did he draw it? Did he draw it? Did he point it? Did he put it at his side? Like, what was it? Because what was he doing to pose that threat to you? But also, Georgia is a stand your ground law, so he was on his damn property. I mean, if that's Kai's address and you on his property, like, I mean, I tell you to get on, you need to leave.
But
like, I don't have to
live there
retreat.
too,
You
though,
do.
right?
No, he didn't live there.
Oh, yeah, it's done. Case closed. Case closed.
Yeah.
That's
like, I
it.
think he was like, you know how niggas be at their old lady house. But no, I don't think he lived there with her technically. But her brother lived there for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, the case is closed. If it stands your ground, Case is closed.
Yeah.
The shit is crazy to me. It's really sad. But I think Kyle be okay. I think Kirk and Rashida use their money and their wealth and their access to make sure that their son gets out of this situation. And I think he should. I think that also the way women love to protect their abusive relationships by, I ain't want to call the police. I ain't want to tell nobody. I don't get nobody involved. How about y'all just not get with men who abuse y'all? Can y'all all do us that favor? And as soon as a nigga start busting you upside the head, you leave expeditiously and get out of that situation and don't allow it to get, into this prolonged state of psychosis where you out here looking emaciated and defending a nigga that was beating your ass. Talking about how much you love him. Oh, girl.
Yeah, her mind gone.
It has. What's that movie? Black Lively. It ends with us. It gotta start somewhere. It has to start somewhere because that just won't happen unless somebody's the first in their generation to do it. Just like that movie, you're gonna have to leave, not tolerate it.
Yeah. I'm thinking again about how the family tried to spin that. I don't really like that. They tried to spin it like, you shot him 5 times in his back, And now that I'm looking at this for myself, thank God for other reporting. And granted, like I said, I wasn't there. I'm just breaking it down from what I think an outsider looking in. I don't think it happened. None of what they said. He got them shots when he turned around after he got that fire hit to him in that torso. And that's the only thing to me that makes sense as to why the number 5E, you see where the 5E is in comparison to the exit portion. That only makes sense to me because he was bent over. So if you got shot down there, it makes sense that it went in that direction to me, right? I'm just thinking on the outside looking in to me. Because I'm like, dang, it went through your butt and it came out the lower.
He would have had to be
like
leaning over for it to go through the butt.
That's what I'm thinking.
Up the tail, come out near the tailbone area.
And he was already in pain. And once he felt that, he kind of stood up and he got that shot in at that upper back, and it came out the bottom. So yeah, it's definitely giving case closed for me, for sure. I did. I don't even know if that's true though. I believe the mom was trying to say that Rashida and Kirk wanted to help pay for something. I guess the funeral. I don't even know if they offered that. Like, I wouldn't have offered you a fuck ass thing, especially finding videos of your son assaulting my child. No man.
Because really, what the fuck was Kirk? If we really being honest, what the fuck was Kirk? Like,
so I did another video where this young lady showed messages on one of the friends, and Kirk, I guess, was brought to him before, but because Kelsey was not at a place of trying to get out of that relationship when he tried to, help her out before, it was like, he just was like, well, damn, it ain't shit I could do. That's what she want to do. It was that they've tried to get her away from that, but she wasn't ready for that.
I mean, I do believe that people try, and then at some point, it's like with a drug habit. Like, you can't do nothing about it until the woman actually wants to get out of it. I do believe that, but I also believe that Kirk seems like the type of person to be like, well, it's not really much I could do, Rashida. I tried. Like, it gives, I would have gave a little bit of an effort, and then as soon as it didn't work out, I would have gave up and been like, see, I tried. Like, he gives that type of energy to me, because I feel like the fact that the brothers knew what was going on, like, and then Kai is living there, I don't know. I just kind of feel like if the dad at some point had decided to be like a real man and the head of a fucking family and handle that shit himself, his son wouldn't have had to get caught up in it in that way. But again,
and I agree. I don't think you should have been at her house at all. Like, especially if you ain't paying nothing there and you staying there, like, nah. And then I wonder also, in all honesty, how much does he really know? In the times that this young man assaulted Kelsey, was Kai at the house?
Right, that's what I was wondering.
Things did he witness this, or did he not? Or did this guy know exactly when and how to get her when her brothers weren't around? He already had her mentally. She was allegedly on drugs, let one of the girls tell it.
I mean,
right,
it like it.
So she was mentally gone, and a lot of victims, they're not gonna get people involved because they also don't want that abuser to be upset with them, so they ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna hold on to it. I ain't gonna say nothing. Because they already know how the daddy and the brother likely coming. I think Kai just came home and saw everything. I think when he came
That's
home
what I
and
think
saw all
happened.
of that, like, hey, bro, you need to get on.
Yep.
Probably had some back
He
and forth.
heard
Old
it.
boy pulled out the
Yep.
fire. Kai said, okay, well.
And even if Kai pulled out his gun first, he'd be well within his right, though, right?
Yeah, if he the one that
I would
lived
think
there,
so.
get out.
Yeah, it'd be like, you need to get out. So even if Kai pulled his gun out first and the guy pulled his gun out next, that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
I see a lot of y'all saying how you
Especially
make
if
a
he told
grown
you to.
person do something. I would love to respond to this.
What happened?
So I just see people in the comments saying, like, how can you make a grown person do something as far as like getting him away from Kelsey and all of that? And I'm not saying this works all the time, but niggas do get beat up and come up missing and get charges. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you Kirk, my nigga, like, I'm just saying.
Kirk should have did it so Kai wouldn't have to. Basically the same thing, but in a discreet way.
Should have been on some power shit.
Like, you when you the type of person that's holding that type of weight in Atlanta, you got Rashida on fucking Love and Hip Hop talking about if I don't want you on the show, you ain't gonna be on the show. If you run Atlanta like that, it is crazy for a nigga to be walking around thinking he could put his hands on your daughter and it's gonna be cool. That, to me, y'all, like, I'm sorry, but if your daddy got any amount of clout or any amount of I wish the fuck you would about him, that situation would have been rectified in a number of ways before it got to Kai having to pull a gun on this nigga.
So now I got a question for you.
I think that
now I got a question.
Okay. Listen,
just this might change the subject slightly. What are your thoughts now, knowing that Yaya Mayweather is about to have another child with young boy NBA, knowing that her father boxing niggas for a living?
That's a great question.
You know, I tell you what it tell me. It tell me that the daddy don't give a fuck about being a protector of the child in that way. I think that men have to actually put forth the energy to let people know you can't fuck with my kid like this or I'm going to handle you. And I saw somebody say, so street justice. And that's not necessarily the truth, because a lot of these niggas are already doing legal shit. All it takes is the right phone call to get them hemmed up legally with shit that they already doing. So, yeah, no, I'm not saying that it has to go down just like that. But I am saying that if men actually do have that energy about them, as somebody whose daddy really did let a full neighborhood, high schools, anywhere we walked, my daddy made sure to let niggas know, I not only would I kill you about her, but I'll go to jail behind her too, and I'll get out. So just be clear on how you moving around my daughter. This is an energy that I think men project on purpose when they trying to protect their daughters. But if you don't have that mindset as a man, then no, people are not going to feel like they have to fear you when it comes to their kid. You know?
I don't think that Kirk is to be feared, because I don't think Kirk got the power like what we are saying he should have. I don't think he got the credibility or the moves. He can't make moves like that. And I think that's apparent in his daughter's self-esteem and what she allowed. So it started there. And that's why T Hood knew that he could do that to her. He knew she was the one, because it started back then. If he really would have raised her in a way to really value herself, I mean, we saw, like we said last week, we saw how he did Rashida on the show. So and that's the next point. Like, I think you posted something about it today, Bondy, on Instagram. That's the next point. Just because you have two parents in the household does not mean that that's the best option.
Right.
Because you still end up in a situation to where she didn't value herself enough to leave her situation, and she stayed in it. So I think he knew that that was the right one to try. And it's just unfortunate, because look at what it manifested into.
Now, I will say this too, though. I think the line is also fine in between grown ass adults being held accountable for their own decisions versus the parents taking on a lot of weight of the decisions their kids choose to make once they get older, you know. But I do hear what Bondy is saying, and I do feel like you're always going to be a dad, and nobody should be able or feel comfortable enough to approach your child in a certain way. And that's one. But then also, if the dad does approach the situation and in the effort to not lose their child solely, maybe they do take a little bit of a step back and let them handle the situation on their own. And clearly we see that she wasn't doing that great of a job. And this is what happens.
Yeah.
You know,
my great auntie, So my aunt was in a relationship. Or one of my aunts. I ain't telling nobody business because I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, she was married, and the husband was abusive. Her mama shot that man in the foot, and he never returned.
Oh wow.
She ain't go to jail either. She shot him in the foot. Shout out to my Aunt Bertha. Rest in peace. She was not playing.
Okay. You know why though? Because a lot of them men, they really be scary as fuck, and they only do shit like that to women. So it really all it take is for the right man to step up. Like, okay, nah, nigga, I'll take it there with you. And they or woman, I'll take it there with you. And they back down a lot of the times because any dude that's walking around beating on women is really like a punk in himself. Because why you beating up on somebody that you know is weaker than you? Because you're too scary to fight somebody your size.
I have to agree and add that, and this is just to me on the outside looking in. Like looking at this young man, to me, he wasn't that hard to put damn fear into. To be honest with you, he wasn't that goddamn. It wasn't that difficult. In my personal,
he looked very soft to me, Pillsbury Doughboy.
But this is why it turned deadly because he had them hands for a female, but when it came to a man, it turned into a gunfight. That's why it turned deadly. So
because
right on par.
He was a Machiavelli after he got shot the first 3 times or something, and thought that he was just like God's favorite or something. Like, huh?
Yeah, nah, you wildin'. Because that should have taught you the lesson right there. I put my hands on the wrong person's daughter. My ass ended up in the hospital. But no, you know why? Because somebody else's dumbass daughter was right there to nurse me back to health until I was strong enough to beat her ass. Yeah, I need for y'all to learn to stop being with men who beat y'all. It's not okay, y'all. It's not normal. And I think people do think that these various forms of abuse are normal. And I do feel like Kirk feel like just because he put his hands on Rashida, I didn't teach you how to accept abuse, but Ramadan.
Verbal, mental, emotional, can't turn it. Yes. So let's come on now. I don't know what we can do. Everybody, it started with how people be raising their damn kids. Lord, I don't know.
For sure. Let me hit the super chats real quick. Thank you so much, Ali, for the super chat. Great show, ladies. I'm glad you guys are back. Thank you. Didn't Kirk abuse K. Michelle? I don't know nothing about that.
You mean Memphis?
They corrected in the comments. Yeah, it was Memphis.
Oh, Memphis. Okay, yeah.
And Rashida was saying that there was a lie.
Gotcha. Oh, yes, that's right. She did say there was a lie. And that's why K. Michelle been on her ass ever since. Man, Rashida been having a time. I'm telling y'all, it's been a lot going on, girl. Back to back. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday, Jamie. Thank you. Nightiani. Did I say that right? Thank you so much for the super chat. Timu Kris Jenner regarding Evelyn Lozada.
I love when they remember to put the RE to let us know what they talking about if we read it later on.
Oh, thank you.
That.
That's wonderful.
Thank you for the super chat, Stacy. Happy early birthday, Jamie. Mine was yesterday. Happy birthday.
Leo season.
That's what's up. It's been so many on my timeline. I'm like, damn, our parents was hunching, wasn't it? Damn.
For real.
No, really. What time of year was this? Was this December?
Yeah,
when it was cold.
No, it had to be Christmas time because when I tell you I have so many people in my family born in August, it's ridiculous.
For sure.
Christmas conception.
Thank you, Brandon, for the super chat. Just supporting on this bus to upstate and happy to have the content and happy early birthday, Jamie. I'm the 24th. Okay. That's my nephew's birthday. So happy early birthday to you, Team Virgo, but I still love you. LOL. You know, it's a little piece of both. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, y'all.
You got one more that just popped up.
Oh, it was okay. Thank you for the super chat. Ain't no killer, but my sis got one time to tell me about abuse, and I'm on his ass to listen.
I know that's right.
Period. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right. I feel like also I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move on. I do wonder if this was a build up for Kai. Like, I've been not liking you for potentially. And let's say Kelsey didn't even tell him anything, but you can get a person's vibe, and it's like something off with this dude. I don't like
that.
And you see the way your sister looking, you like, no.
Yeah, because them shots in the back give, I just let off. Like, like
they didn't exit. You're right, they didn't exit.
It did, for sure. It gave, I've been tired of you. Okay, I told you I was gonna get your. It's Danny.
Well, another thing is, you know, y'all know I ain't trying to out nobody or nothing, but we did talk about how we had seen Kai's booty hole on the internet before. And you know, a lot of times when you put your booty hole on the internet,
Trying to figure out how you gonna connect it.
And me too.
Okay, listen, I'm saying
okay.
You ride with me right quick. When you see when we see a man's booty hole on the internet, we can pretty much guess that he's gay. Right? Y'all know how fake ass closeted hood niggas like to bully gay men or just overly masculine, like always want to fight and be aggressive. They like to bully and have issues with gay men. So just like you said, oh, you know, I had one for him because he kept saying, like, imagine them being in the same house together and Kai do something and the dude got to say, oh, you know, you with that gay shit, you know, those types of comments that somebody will keep making. Because, you know, well, most abusers, like, they will follow the same chain of events a lot of the time. They'll have all of the phobias wrapped up in their abuse. So I am feeling if your gay brother was living at the house with you and, you know, he might have said some little fucked up shit because look at that nigga. Look at that nigga. I was talking about this today about men who I believe are closeted wanting to fight gay men or men who are like more out because they scared that they're going to look at them and see how gay they are.
Because that's where I was going to go. I'm like, if I had to compare the two, I would say T would be more of the gay one.
I can see
it's a little twist in the highlights.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all some of that shit where it's like you think you too cute.
Fight and abuse women for me.
And in tight jeans. Very, very tight jeans. Why are the jeans so you're sagging and they're tight? That's a lot going on. And we have hair color. And we doing.
Do you have a nose ring?
Yeah.
You have a nose ring?
I don't know if he had a nose ring, but he had some type of jewelry going on. But it was given what's your boy name? JT's old man.
Uzi?
Yes. And Uzi very much gives abusive emo kid. Okay. Like y'all know that y'all got to know JT probably getting her head knocked between the washing machine and dryer from time to time.
Well, that's what they said. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
When you talk about hair color, this is such a change of subject. Yo, have y'all seen Future? Have y'all seen Future?
I saw him with the ashy lavender hair, bitch.
No. I am tired, Future.
Listen,
like I'm tired. You have to in a short amount of time.
Listen,
I didn't think it could get
I feel like everything that he's done to women, life is now doing to him. Is what it looks like.
He looks like his solid son. The energy. This man look old, tired,
and he literally looked like what old. It's old ends, so it would be O ends versus Y ends, right? He's giving ON energy with the money, trying to flash like he's still young, like he still got it.
Yeah,
real dehydrated. Looking real unhealthy.
He look dry. He look like one of the Gross sisters.
Was he doing the drugs or not? Y'all know how he used to say, "I make drug music, but I don't do it." You lied to somebody because you look like 10 years of promethazine. You look like 10 years of lean use in the face, nigga. Maybe not in the stomach, but in the face.
It's the clip art. Like, why did y'all have to clip this part of him looking crazy? Like a deer in headlights, literally.
For real. It remind me of when Scrappy had his tips colored, looking for Bam all over Atlanta. Y'all remember that? Yeah, that was a wild time. That hair was just. Y'all know they color it and the ends get fucked up. Like
that was really a time where I thought Future was a good looking man.
When he was with Sierra.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Well, somebody said he ain't been the same since Gorgeous Doll posted that TikTok. I'm on the floor.
Child, it's been happening since way before then.
Definitely. Since Sierra got with Russell, he's been cutting the buck. Like he's been going.
That was his timeline shift. That was the moment that he was being given the opportunity to timeline shift. And he instead decided to take the route to hell like a lot of these niggas did. Like, that was your time, nigga. If you would have rolled that Sierra wave accurately, you would have, I think, got way more A-list than you're about to be. Like, you're now, to me, on a down, you know. You're on the down. But we'll see.
And he ain't working with Drake no more. Drake over there dealing with his stuff that he's still dealing with. Like,
yeah, trying to sue everybody.
Oh,
you lost. You
I could walk past this man in a grocery store and not look. Wouldn't even look. I actually, if I looked, that might be just to go to the other damn aisle.
Right?
Not even like, is that future? It'd be like, ooh.
So if Usher dyed his hair gray, you gon'
yes, because
Usher ain't gonna look bad.
Usher will still have the same buoyancy in his skin because he moisturized at night.
Right.
It's very much so moisturized.
Okay.
And he not out here, causing hell to multiple baby mamas either. So I don't think
he's aging very well.
We ain't good, but we still good. Yeah, I think that what we're seeing with Future is the outcome of how he treated the 15,000 baby mamas. So yeah.
Well, so you do right by me. It's how it's given.
Till you do. Okay.
That's what it's given.
Thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you, Sora, for the super chat. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. So as we talked about a lot of rapping and all this and that, honey, it's time for us to go ahead and get into let's do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta real quick. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I feel like there were like really two main things that happened on the show, but y'all correct me because it may have been more. One thing I want us to get into is Mama D and Scrappy going to have Bambi's children or their children baptized without letting Bambi know. You know what?
Gosh.
I want to actually play the audio because I don't think you saw that one. Did you, Necey?
No, I saw it. We sent
you
it.
Saw? Okay, perfect.
I saw that clip.
Okay, perfect. I felt like that was disrespectful as hell. I felt bad. Bam seemed like she was about to cry. And it's like, I don't know how much she really could have done considering they do have joint custody. But what if she wanted to have her family there? What if she just wanted to be there? And now I'm like, was this Scrappy's idea or was this Mama D's idea? Because she always trying to do the damn most. I ain't like that. I thought that was
Mama
messed
D.
up. And then Scrappy lied when she asked him about it. But are we surprised? Like, that's what Scrappy do. Like, why would you just tell that lady? Just let her know. Like, yeah, we did do that. My bad, we didn't include you. Like,
because he don't want to be accountable because he's a fucking child. And he always does shit like that. To me, Mama D did that shit intentionally because Mama D is always trying to find a way to slight Bambi because he married Bambi. I know we don't like to, I don't think there's any value in being married to Daryl, but I think Mama D and Erica and them felt like there was some value in being married to Daryl. So I just feel like Mama D is always trying to give Bambi a hard time because Bambi is the one that he actually married, which makes her seem as if she's special in some type of way, even though I don't think you can be in this situation. But like I said, I don't think that any type of blessing from a woman like Mama D has any real weight. And somebody was like, that's the head of their bloodline. I said, bitch, that doesn't mean anything to me. To me, who you are in life is a telltale sign of the strength you have in spirit or just integrity. Like if you're not a good woman, a good grandmother, do your blessings really count? I don't think so. Like praying grandmamas, like they have a certain integrity to them. Mama D is not a praying grandmama. She's an old exploitive, ignorant bitch that's just now getting close to the death and deciding she need to act right. We all know those. Old hoes always got to go to church.
Yeah, she should. Watching this clip, I was like, wow, what would I do if I was in this situation? And this is honestly one of them situations where, girl, I don't know who could really save Mama D. You just been touched by an angel. She would have to be touched by an angel. You like, give it to God, Bambi. And you could tell that's what Bambi was trying to do whenever she was breathing and crying. But honestly, like, I think I would prefer for Bambi just to lay hands on someone. Honestly.
She already tried.
She did.
Or did she get the Mama D that time when they met up?
She ripped up her
diploma.
Yeah.
I mean her degree.
She ain't really tried. She got up, but she ain't really. It was given. I just want if at you, bitch. But I ain't really gonna hit you because if I did, I would have ran past security and just bombarded you.
And honestly, to Bondy's point, just because Mama D was the one who initiated the christening, I would have took my kids to the pastor anyway. Pray whatever the fuck she put on them right up off them. We're gonna have to redo this. So
yeah. Mama D, you got some nerve though to do that, to try and baptize these girl kids, knowing that you sat up there and made a damn obituary of her mama years ago. Like, I will never let you forget that you did some shit like
No,
that.
I
Like, that was
forgot
just so
about
disrespectful. You just be so out of line. And I'm like, I get the marriage portion, but then I'm also like, is it because you fuck with her because the kids are younger and you had your time with the other? Because, you know, Imani's like, what, 18, 19, 20, whatever. You had your time with her. So do you just fuck with Bam because these kids are much younger? Like, I don't know.
I used to think it was because I used to think she did it because she really don't like whoever he's with at the time. Whatever woman he's choosing, she don't want that woman. But the way she still go at Bam, it make me feel like it's because he still loves Bam. So Mama D still goes at Bam because secretly she knows that Daryl still wants to be with Bam, even though he can't. So I
Right.
think she goes at Bam from that space too. But it does feel like there's jealousy in the positioning that Bam was given when he
Thank you.
married her. Because he did, like, you know, kind of push himself away from Mama D for a little while when they first got married. And Mama D had to keep trying to infiltrate it. And then she would fight with Bambi's mama. You know, yeah, I'm tired of Deborah.
I don't think it's the positioning because of the marriage. I think because Mama D is an old ass pimp, she's used to that bottom bitch mentality.
Ooh.
And in her mind, because she's emotionally in a relationship with her son, she thinks that she is the bottom bitch. You the main one. So if you want to get close to Scrap, you got to get cool with me. And I feel like with Erica, with the newest baby mama now, they're all trying to weed their way in to get approval by Mama D in order to, you know, make their relationship easier with Scrap. Bam has not done that. I don't remember how Bam was in the beginning, but I don't think that Bam ever went above and beyond to. Right, I don't think she did, which the other ones did. So Mama D feels like that's a level of disrespect because she used to that old hood, pimp ass, street bottom bitch mentality. So that's I think that's their issue right there. I don't even think it's the fact that he married her. It's just that she don't feel like she was respected because she think that she her son bottom bitch.
She the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
girl. That's a good point. I be forgetting she was a pimp sometimes.
And I think she wanted, like, she be wanting them to bow down to her and kiss her ass so that she could turn around and call them fake. That's
Jocelyn behavior.
Yeah, because you know, as soon as you give them all of that, they go turn around and act like, you know, I know she fake. She act like she like me, but I know the bitch don't really like me. The bitch jealous of me, you know, because they just want to have issue with somebody. Girl, fuck her. Jocelyn too, because I get tired of people. You could never make me hate Jocelyn. Yeah, until she kicking your ass in the fucking chest with some combat boots and cocaine bear strength. Get out of here.
How did y'all feel about Ashley? So Ashley, and first of all, Ashley exposes to Kendra and Bambi that Zane is adopted. Now, at first I was thinking that his mama wasn't his mama, but people were letting me know, like, no, it was the dad. His dad is not his real dad. So she exposes this information to Bam and Kendra, saying that, you know, Zane's trying to discover, you know, identify himself, all this, whatever. Later on, she has to sit down with the mama. Because she don't like the fact that you got a whole husband that happens to be at work now. And obviously you're not using none of his money. You keep coming over here trying to get some of our money. Okay. So that's not going to happen. Mama said, well, girl, you can say all you want to, but you must not know about my credit cards. I got an unlimited credit card, yada, yada, yada. And if you think I'm going to call you about anything when it comes to my son, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to call him. So they have this whole issue, so much so that they both start wanting up each other. And then Ashley felt like she was going to want her up that one last time and let her know, like, BIT, I know the truth, that this man is adopted, whatever the case. The mama tried to act like she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. And then it's been an issue. Mama exposes, you want to talk about my stuff? Let me talk about yours. Let's talk about how your daughter hates you. And she said, well, my daughter may hate me, but at least she knows the truth. I said, that is crazy. The mama said, huh?
At least she knows the truth. What is she referencing when she says it?
That's what I don't know.
I think she was like that. She knows that, you know, I was having a hard time, or she knows her mama ain't shit. But I think the insinuation was, at least she know who her daddy is, because your son don't even know who his real daddy is. I think that was the insinuation, that you're a liar. At least I ain't lying to my kids. I may not be the best mama, but I ain't lying to him. You lying to Zane. And that's true. I was actually on Ashley's side. I don't like the mama. The mama's energy is really weird. I don't like whenever mothers like infantilize and coddle their sons so that they can use them and it kind of create this codependency. And that means that they're not good for a woman that they would actually be in a relationship with. And also when she was like, you may not be here. Like, bitch, what you mean she may not be here? Them people been together for 12 years and you gonna tell her that she may not be here when the truth of the matter is, bitch, you could slip and fall down some fucking stairs and you wouldn't be here no more. And guess who he's still gonna be looking to help him? His wife. Like parents pass away. Y'all got to remember that shit sometimes. Like parents pass away. And I just feel like Zane is one of those men, just like Scrappy, that they don't know how to handle the relationships between their moms and their partners because they lack boundaries. They low-key want their mom to continue to be in their corner in this kind of unnatural, imbalanced way, while simultaneously still wanting their partner to be there. So they create triangulation and they tell one thing and the other one another thing. And to me, that usually shows how he, man is a cheater. When he moved like that, he's a cheater because he's doing that. He's doing that in all facets of his life.
And he's having that emotional, he's been groomed to have the emotional dependency with his mom. And the wife is for you to fuck on, and you can disrespect her emotionally because you had that dependency from your mama. But I have to say, for this specific situation, I agree with Ashley. I saw the clip. I could tell from the beginning of the conversation it was gonna go all wrong when the mom kept saying, my son. Like, let me tell you this. I didn't see enough reality TV that whenever the mama starts talking to the wife and is repeatedly referring to the husband as my son, like, come on. Once your son gets married and he's a grown ass man, he's that lady's husband, bitch. First and foremost, he's that lady's husband, them kids' daddy, then he your son. So the way that she kept talking to her, I was just like, nah, this ain't just the wrong road. And that's exactly how it ended up.
So for me, I'm not in support of Ashley. I feel like, number one, she was wrong as fuck to tell that man business to Kendra and to Bambi. I feel like that's his business to let him tell that, especially if you feel like he's at a place where he's been emotional, he's trying to, figure out who he is as a man. I just don't think that shit was cool. Sitting down with the mom, I feel like y'all trying to have this one-up type match, like, it's like it's a power struggle that they're trying to have. I definitely agree with Necey as far as like, okay, once they get married, that's the separation. Mama is still trying to exercise some type of power, but I'm not even gonna be mad at the mama. What Candy say? That's my mama. She can get whatever she want. My issue is with Zane's ass. Because what I feel with Ashley, this is why I can't go up for Ashley. I feel like Ashley, I was with you last week though. When the mama gets smart back with her ass. Yes. Okay, when she was talking that shit last week, talking about something, I'm glad you had my son back because if you didn't, I'll be on you. Like, ma'am, back the hell up off me. I was with Ashley on that. But at the same time, Ashley has this thing about her where she can't get the respect that she's seeking from the nigga she married. So she tries to push it out on the other folks, right? Oh, you going to the baby mama. Oh, you got the last name and this and that. He taking care of child. Take that up with your nigga. Okay. Same thing with the mama. You upset when you're asking, and I do agree though. You got a whole husband that's working, but you still asking your son for money. I feel like that is something though, in my opinion, that's very common for a lot of people to do, which is to look out for their parents. But at the same time, now that unlimited credit card, I'm like, as long as it's not connected to their bank account, if that's a separate card that he put her authorized user on, that's on him. Your ass better pay it. But at the same time, it's like,
they don't look like they got enough money for him to have no card. Like,
hello? That's why I shook my head I told y'all last season, everything about them was very much given, and the people was mad at me about it. She driving in her little Nissan to her call center job, and Zane is dropping her off and taking a car and riding around the city for the rest of that. It's not giving unlimited credit card, which is why I'm saying if that's a situation he worked out with his mama, Ashley should still feel some type of way about it because it's not giving they have the funds for him to really.
My issue is him not talking to his wife. Like that's what my issue is really Zane. So I don't really got an issue with Ashley. I don't fully support what she did, but my problem is fucking Zane being in the position of a husband and don't even know how to fucking be a husband. You want her to communicate with you about the changes she want to have with her body, but you're not communicating with her about the fucking money leaving y'all household. Like you are the problem to me. And Ashley, who obviously as a wife can't even get through to her husband, tries to get through to the other motherfuckers. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to get through to that nigga. Okay. And when you get through to him, then everybody else ain't gonna have no choice but to fall in line. So your problem really ain't the mama. Yeah, she gonna do some shit, whatever. The baby mama, she gonna do some shit. You better get his ass. Cause I really feel like Zane, that man,
she too weak to leave him alone. And that's really what she need to do. And that was made obvious last season. But this is the thing I wanted to say, Jamie, about what you said about talking about the daddy thing on the show. Yeah. I mean, to the mama. I think just because they had decided they was going to talk about that shit on the show, I think that's the only reason she brought that up on the show. I don't think she would have brought it up otherwise. Because she, you know, they seem to have shit that they obviously need to hide, that they hiding. But when I look at their relationship, I feel like Ashley, I don't know what happened to Ashley. No, I do know what happened with Ashley. Ashley was a fucking fan. Ashley was a fan, and Zane mama said you left your children so that you could go run behind her son. And I think that when you put that into perspective, Ashley, you look like a dodo bird. Like you look a little slow when we really, even though I don't think you are, but when you put that into perspective, you left your kids so you could run behind a nigga who was famous in the early 2000s and only in the early 2000s. Like, not in 2010. Or thereafter, only in the early 2000s and not in the late 90s. We didn't even really know him like that in 1999. We knew him 01, 02, 03. That's what it felt like. 3 good years we knew who Lil Zane was. And in the Millennium Tour. And here you are being the girl that had his picture on your wall, fanning the fuck out, and being with a man that really had you working a regular job. You was acting out baby boy. And he was cheating on you the whole time. And he really don't respect you. And the way his mama came at you. And that's another thing. That's what I wanted to say. Y'all, I'm looking at the situation from the reality show. In real life, y'all, I don't like when I tell y'all, I don't have no dealings with what my husband got going on with his mama. Like that doesn't even make sense to me that Ashley would want the mama to call her to ask for anything. Like I wouldn't, like we don't even have that type of no. She gonna talk to her son about whatever her son need, and if her son need to talk to me about something, then he gonna talk to me. That's how this go. You know what I'm saying?
And the reason why she's saying to call her if you need anything is because he ain't got the money like the mama trying to act like he got. She's saying, bitch, this is my money. This is my money in my house. So you come to me. He not running shit and he ain't got the funds and he act like he got. So I think that's the difference between you and Ashley.
That's you are absolutely right. Because his pockets ain't like we don't check each other's pockets like that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. So I ain't got nothing to say about it. But I do feel like that's the issue is that they don't have money like that. And you think that you can have a full-grown fucking husband that's working and you still coming around here pulling money from this nigga pockets for what? For Jerry Curl juice? For dark lip liner? For sunglasses and shit from the Walgreens with your prescription in it? Ma'am, get away from us with this.
And I will add this in Ashley's defense too. It could also be a situation where she hears him complain about shit like this and may not go to the mama. That could be a possibility. We still make him a problem.
They be scared to say something to their mama. They, gonna complain to you and cry to you. She always asking me for shit, But then as soon as you say something, why you say something to my mama? Like, all right, nigga, get out of my face, this bitch ass shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's possible. Anything else on Love and Hip Hop? I don't think nothing else really happened aside from Rashida saying Yandy smelled like a BBL.
And that was wild. And y'all, I really want to know what happened. And I thought we would discuss this, Necey, in the goddamn DMs. What the hell is wrong with Yandy's face?
Which clip in the episode?
Just recently, this season, her eyes look further apart than they ever.
The lashes. Her ass be wearing. I hate the lashes.
Okay. Or you think she got some Botox that probably changed the positioning of her? Because you know that Botox can be changing
her eyes look like space. Like they don't, you know how they used to kind of have a baddie quality to them? They were more almond shaped eyes. They looked longer. Her eyes look less long and more wide and short now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what.
She probably got some Botox or had a brow lift or something. I'm like playing on my face to try to see like what would make you do that.
No, for real.
I don't know what would make you do that.
And then the fact that this is the thing that made me so mad though, is that next episode she trying to get Jasmine to admit that her and Rashida are fucking. And I'm like, but bitch, you the one that was talking about side chicks versus wives and all of that shit last season, making a fight with Jasmine. Now you want Jasmine to tell on Rashida? First of all, if they still fucking, Jasmine is not going to say anything about her and Rashida. So I don't even think that. I don't think that's gonna work. I think whatever, if they, we be joking and shit, but I think, you know, we think they really are fucking on some level. And if they are, Jasmine is not gonna say anything.
I pray she doesn't. It's like y'all just got cool. Like, don't give the enemy no information. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
The enemy is inside the house.
You want to go to the Bahamas, bitch. This is your family. The Frost is your family, girl. You trying to go back to the Bahamas. Don't fuck this up for Yandy.
When you say the enemy inside the house, who is it?
Yes. Kirk Cameron, they on Rashida is Rashida's worst enemy.
Oh wow,
this is true.
The enemy is inside the house. So I don't even.
That remind me of Zane saying that he wanted Ashley to be like Rashida, and she got mad, and then Rashida got mad because Ashley got mad. But bitch, it's like Rashida. Like, y'all are.
Like, that's not a compliment.
Like, girl, you know what's going on.
I can't believe Rashida got mad about that shit. Bitch, you know don't nobody want to be like you. Come on.
You know what that make me think of? It make me think of when Kenya said to Sheree with that tired ass Mama Joyce wig, and Candy hit her and said,
right.
Why you talking about my mama?
Oh, girl. What was that season? Season what? 6, 5, like 5, 6, 7, 8 in that era?
The best one.
Something. It was early, yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready to switch gears? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode was really all about Neil. So Neil coming to us with her son Lance, who's now having to be a single dad. I believe they were saying Neil went over to Carlos's page, his channel, to talk about Lance. I think there's like some type of legal situation going on over there. There's a safety plan. When I hear safety plan, that means somebody probably got like a mental situation going on, and the kids had to be removed for safety purposes. So I don't know if it's related to postpartum depression or something else, but Lance is having to be a single dad. And Neil is trying to offer some support. I feel like when Neil was sitting down with Lance, at first I was just confused on everything that was going on, but that kind of cleared it up when she went to the Carlos page to talk about it. Cause I'm like, why are you having to do, like, where's the mama at? Like, what happened? But I don't really feel bad for you while you talking about, I got to get up in the morning, I got to go do this, and I got to manage these. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Cause mamas still have to get up and do that anyway. So I didn't care. But, I feel like we caught Neil in some lies, as we probably did last week when she tried to act like she didn't know shit about this baby that was on the way, but then said it was a girl he was dealing with for 5 years. I said, y'all cast. I just don't know what's going on as to why people just don't be wanting to be honest on reality TV. I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't put Detroit up here, but I think Love and Marriage Huntsville needs like a reset.
You clocked how Lance said last week. You clocked how last week Lance was saying he didn't say nothing because he said I had to get my dealings together and make sure before I said anything. Like he was saying to the men, like, I was trying to make sure that the child was mine. And then to hear Neil say, to your point, that it was a woman he had been dealing with for years.
Right.
Okay.
And then Neil also said that she didn't feel like she needed to tell Destiny. On one hand, I understand if you feel like that's your kid's business, like, don't say nothing, that's their business to tell. But at the same time, you being everybody else's fucking business. Like, how hard would it have been for you to let Destiny know what was going on? And then she didn't understand why Destiny was so upset.
I feel her on that,
though. Not so much as dating. She got drugged. people felt like she was interfering with somebody else's relationship. That's why she was
I feel
mad.
her on not telling Destiny because Destiny didn't even tell her that she was dating her son.
Oh, she did?
You remember?
Oh,
No,
damn.
it was a whole thing. Like Nell kind of guessed that they were dating, but she
Oh, but then that
didn't
would-
know.
Yeah.
So if Nell has always been on the outside looking in, I think Destiny kept it cute when they first was dating. She didn't really deny or confirm. So if Nell has always been on the outskirts, you can't really be mad at Nell for not telling you shit about her son when you didn't tell her that you was dating her
No, I
son.
was dating. I mean, I guess that's the yeah.
To me, I just feel like they wasn't together. Like they weren't actually together when it comes out. So by that time, I really don't have to tell you shit. Just like I think that it wasn't a big deal for Destiny to be making googly eyes at the man in the restaurant and nobody should have said nothing about it. Kimmy or fucking Nell. Y'all women, y'all shouldn't have said shit about it because then people not in a relationship. That was unnecessary to me. And I think Kimmy was just being messy because Kimmy felt a way about Destiny playing with Jalen's little feelings and shit. Okay, probably went around there, played with his little dick, played with his little feelings. Now you mad.
But remember, she male identified. She was gonna feel away anyway. Because
Exactly.
it's like, how could you do that when you have a man that wants you? You should be
Like-
fucking him through your chemo.
Like, hello. Okay. So yeah, I already felt like that was a bullshit situation in general, Lance and Destiny. Like, girl, I also think that Destiny likes attention. I think Destiny gets off on like getting attention from men specifically. And so I think as long as somebody is willing to like date her, she's willing to date them. And that's low-key kind of sad.
Yes.
And also Nell didn't have to tell anybody anything, but also like you was way too invested in trying to check Destiny too. And we're gonna see more of that. And I don't want you checking no grown-ass woman over her coochie because the men in your family, you know, they some hoes too. Like, whatever. Like, mind your business. Worry about your husband. Cause I know he worried with you spending time over there by your son's house. It's like you starting to get worried that Chris is gonna start using cheating on you as a way to control you and keep you from going over there to help your son with your grandbaby. Cause he was really upset and I was surprised. Like, how far away do they live? You can't just go stop. You know, if she stayed the night over there, you can't go spend the night over there one day, or you can't just go have dinner with her and then go back home and take a shot. Like, y'all old. Y'all really can't spend 2-3 days away from each other throughout the week and make it work.
Right.
Like, y'all like 60. Come on, bro. Give me a break.
Right. What did y'all think about Kimmy asking Destiny how would she feel if it was somebody that made her feel uncomfortable and she didn't want it was something she asked about basically Martell. Basically, Martell didn't make Tisha feel good. Tisha really don't want Destiny to hang around Martell. What did y'all think about that situation when Kimmy asked her about that? Like when somebody doesn't, you know, make you feel good and you don't want to be around them, pretty much trying to make her pick a side when I feel like they spent many seasons not picking a side. And then now you're asking her to pick a side.
Yeah, it is definitely given just because Tisha has now had enough. Everybody else needs to now have had enough with Martell, even though Martell been doing the fucking most. But Destiny's working on my nerves because nobody's actually putting you in the middle of this shit. You really are, in Necey's words, acting like a bottom bitch when it comes to Martell. Like, you just have to still be his friend no matter what. You have to still be down for him no matter what. And so, yeah, I just kind of feel like there's something weird about their relationship that they're hiding from us in the first fucking place. And then on top of that, now we got to be having these back and forths where it's like he's out of pocket. Why are you still cool with this man to the point that you're putting yourself in between him and other people? Let's not talk about Martell. What is there to talk about? You brought him up on purpose because you want him to be a topic of conversation on the show. Just like Chris told Lance to go and talk to Martell because he's juggling 5 kids and working at the same damn time. Like there's nobody else around them with kids and a job.
As if his kids are the same age. I say that don't even make sense when Martell had help with his children because he was with his partner.
Hello.
Like, why is he talking to a man whose children are pretty independent? I'm so confused. But yeah, it's for him to be on the show. But now that I'm thinking about it though, with Kimmy asking Destiny about filming with Martell, and pretty much Tisha not wanting her to be around, I said, do y'all want him to go too? Because you got one of them gone, so now y'all want the whole thing to yourself?
I don't think that that's the case, because I don't think that Martell actually serves as a real threat to their power dynamics on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got the show where they want it to be. But part of me, and I might be reaching, but because Kimmy always got her clown mask on,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the reason why she feels some type of way about Martell in this situation, one, is obviously because that's her family, but two, because she feels like Tisha is somebody's wife. And because Martell brought up the fact that, you know, you was fucking on a homeboy or something, she feels some type of way about it, because it's like, oh no, you disrespected not only Tisha, but you disrespected Marceau as well. But when it came to Mel, she couldn't really garner sympathy for Mel because Mel decided to leave. It was like they felt bad. I mean, they were upset at Mel, like, yeah, Martell is wrong, but we are still gonna let him do all this fucked up shit to you because you left. We really don't know, you know, you left, we really don't know what happened. They kind of like played devil's advocate when it came to that relationship and let him strategically abuse her, in my opinion, on the show through many tactics. And when it comes to Destiny, I do think that Destiny and Martell have some like weird ass relationship. I don't think that they're fucking, but I think it's because both of them like to be on the side of opposition. They like attention. They childish ass minions. And I think that that's why Destiny is deciding to ride so hard for Martell. I almost said Motel, same thing. Anyway, I think she's trying to get in where she fits in. And I think that if she sides with Martell, you know, some people just get a thrill out of being on the side of opposition. Like, yeah, what you mean? That's my friend. So I just think that's where they sit. I think they're lame.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn. Any thoughts on Nell and Tisha having to sit down?
Yes, girl. First of all, Tisha, I love the Yaki. Let's start there. I really, really like the Yaki. But I ain't like your attitude because you lost. Like, you didn't come there to have a genuine conversation. You came there to win, and you lost. You lost when Nell was able to bring up the fact that Marceau is the one that keeps let me my camera. Marceau is the one that keeps bringing up Chris in these situations. And then when I prove that it wasn't Marceau that brought Chris up first, that Marceau was using Chris as an alibi 2 times, to be honest.
True.
You mad at me because I don't like the way you walked over to my husband. First, you try to act like you wasn't being aggressive. You were. And you were being aggressive because your husband embarrassed you when he brought up they all signed NDAs. So you run over there to Chris to deflect from the fact that you feel embarrassed by Marceau. Now you running with your finger in this man's face. She did what she was supposed to do. We having a conversation. You acting like, girl, what? Oh my God, Nell. That's not what happened. Like, okay. And then in the fucking kicker, when you lose, you start to act like somebody screaming. I'm not going to have this conversation if you're going to be screaming, Nell. Nell was not screaming at all. It was one of the few times Nell wasn't screaming. It was crazy to me how it was like she was having an argument that wasn't really happening. And I'm like, Tisha, this is your problem. You're a sore loser, bitch. You lost the argument. So when you lose the argument, just take the L, apologize, and move on. But it's like she has to be in the right, even when she's wrong. It's exhausting. And I think that's why she's one of them people, like, y'all know how whenever you see abuse victims, sometimes if you see them enough, you realize why niggas be putting their hands on them, because bitch, you annoying as fuck. And I'm saying that fucked up, like, okay, but feel me on some level. It's not okay. And y'all know I advocate against domestic violence, y'all. But there are things about women who are in those types of situations where they're repeatedly being abused by somebody, where they act so stupid sometimes. It's like, girl, no fucking wonder. No wonder. I ain't say it like that, but that's how she be making me feel, because she always jumping in front of a bullet for Marceau. And it's like he be setting her up for it every time.
And see, I just felt like the whole sit down was pointless. Because I felt like if the guys had already resolved it, some part of me was like, what was the purpose of the sit down? I mean, I guess for Nell to check Tisha about saying something to her husband or whatever the case is, but really Nell been feeling away since last year. But I'm like, y'all issues really with y'all niggas that be embarrassing y'all. So I'm just so confused as to why we even had this sit down. Like,
Thank you.
They can't have the problem with the men, so they gotta have it with each other. You know how that go.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that, yeah, to y'all's point, it's so funny that the women is having all this dialogue around the men. And the men's just like, he didn't mean it like that. That's it. That's because the men don't want to dig. Can you open your eyes and try to figure out why the men don't want to dig? Meanwhile, y'all arguing about semantics. How he said it, who brought who up first. Come on. Let's turn it around on the husbands, please.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Or call it
the Yaki Tisha. It's giving.
Yeah, she been looking good.
She looks really great. She looks really great.
Yeah.
Her and Nell was looking real good, y'all.
Yeah, they were.
Y'all look good. The money is definitely, in these seasons, child.
She definitely giving Wanda though. The more that's like just a better looking Wanda, but her personality is. I'm like, wow, you are Wanda's daughter. It's so funny because when the show first started, Wanda was all this shit, and Tisha was just like, oh, that's my mama. I know she do the most. You are Wanda's daughter. I'm telling you, it's coming out.
Gotcha. Anything else happen on the show? I think that could have been pretty much it. Jalen's not going to be going off. He's going to stay locally.
Oh, I was so mad about that. Like, I'm glad he getting more money, but I did want him to get away. I did.
For sure. I did notice that he wasn't really interested in doing business with Kimmy either. When she said, oh, we should do a business together. And I said, nah, because he already know anything he do with you, Maurice going to come in and take control over. So he just doesn't want
to. That's who you doing business with.
Yeah, he don't want to deal with you like that. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. But that's pretty much it. That's all that I have. Yeah, so we thank you guys so much for being here on tonight. Thank you.
And happy early birthday, you guys.
Yes. Hold up.
Wait. Right before your birthday. Happy early birthday, Jamie.
Thank you so much.
I think you're gonna get that 100K tomorrow.
Yes.
Come on. That would be cool. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put that out there.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see where we at with the cities.
Yeah, what's the numbers?
Let me see. I gotta do some calculating. All right. I think I'm like 251? Okay. 251 subbies away.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yep, 251. So we'll see what it brings. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy born day, Jamie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, Jamie. Love y'all. I will be 53 on tomorrow. So are we V-Day twins? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And happy birthday to you. Thank you. And Mama D and Scrap are Rockiana and Bull. What? Bull Wink and Yay? Oh, uglies. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, she probably was trying to say it in a way Scrappy be saying it. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that's all that we got. We will be off on next week, but we will be returning. Y'all already know how it goes. Make sure you're subscribing to all of our channels, honey. All right.
Listen to the podcast.
Yes, listen to the podcast. All right. Share the podcast. All the great things. All right. We thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to like up the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.